Okay, this is part 2 now of the bottle stopper. I've got it on, I drilled it out and I've got it onto the mandrel here. It's quite solid in there. I've rounded off the corners on this, ready for starting. Just because it stops a lot of the bounce and the chance of it pulling off that screw. That's my excuse anyway. I just used a cheap tap and die set to do the tap on it for it to screw into. I just got this little set on Amazon. It's just a Tool Zone one. It wasn't that much money at all. I can't remember quite how much it is, but I'll pop a link into that. It's such a handy little set. Very rarely use it right enough, but you see, when you need to do tap or die work, needing to put the screw into there, it's so good. It's quite an essential part that you need, but it doesn't need to be an expensive one. So that's it on the lathe, ready. I'm going to go away and sharpen the tools, and then I'm going to pull it in and we shall start turning it. I'm not going to go for any fancy shape. I'll just go as I go along. You know what it's like. You see something looking nice at a shape and then you just go off on that. It'll definitely be a rounded top, I know that, and I have to make sure that it comes into the mandrel. The kit for that, it should actually fit in. Once it unscrews out of here, it should then fit straight in and the narrow point should touch, but I found with this set that it doesn't actually. I'll show you more about that as I go along. I will put you on, I shall speed the video up for the first part until I get it all round, and then we'll come back and we'll maybe go in real time at that point. So anyway, that's us up to now. Let's get on and get this turned. And okay, that's us ready to start turning. Sharpened my tools, so I'll put it on, I'll speed it up while I round it over. Okay, that's it nicely turned to round. A lot of tool marks in there. But now it comes to the finishing bit where we decide where we're going to go with it, really. What I'm basically going to do first is actually take it into the point down here, so that I've got the bottom done. I might actually just make it just a round, very plain, nothing fancy in it. But we'll see. I'm going to round the bottom and I'm going to round the top over, and we will see where we go from there. Okay, I've taken you straight onto this stage. I've give it a little bit of shape. And I'm quite happy with that. I struggle with the tools, so I don't think the finish is as best as it could be. The one thing I am going to do, I think, is try it in the, see how far off the edges are. Should be able to unscrew this now. Right, so that's the screw in the bottom there. Now I've not glued that in as of yet. Yeah, see, it could do with going in quite a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly curve that in. It's going to need to be a good bit, yeah. I think I might actually keep that off, because I think without the plastic nut I'll be able to get it a little bit more accurate. So I'm going to put that in. I'm just going to curve that in at the bottom there, and I'm virtually going to finish it at that, and then I'm going to sand it down. I've decided that I'm going to do a CA finish on this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a CA finish to finish this wood and that, to give it a good shine. So anyway, I'm going to shape that into there, and what I'll do is I'll come back when I'm ready to start the CA. I'm not going to take you all through the CA process again, but I'll do it and speed it up a little bit for us. Okay, so the next bit I'll come back, you'll see me starting the CA and that, and I'll speed it through so that I've not got you sitting here for 40 minutes watching me. Okay. Okay, that's it, sanded up to 400. It's not so easy getting these creases. Why did I pick one that's got all these bumpy bits in it? Right, I'm going to get the first lot of CA on. It's thin, and I will be doing 6 coats of the first. I'm going to put it on to, I'm going to speed this up because you don't need to watch me doing it again. I just want you, the reason I'm recording it all the way through is because I want you just to see how it progresses. Okay. Okay, that's the thin layer done and sanded up to 400. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work really, but I'm going to put medium on now. I only actually put 5 of thin, but I think I'm going to need to persevere and get the 6 on of the medium, because on the edges here it's actually wearing through it. So yeah, I'll go on time lapse for the next bit, and then I'll get it sanded down and I'll come back. Okay, that's it all sanded. I'm going to use micro mesh now to go over it, and I will do this on a time lapse. I just wanted you to get a good look at this first, because obviously, as you know from other projects, it looks entirely different when it's finished. So I'm going to put it on a little time lapse, and then I will come back at the end and have a look at it. Okay, that's the bit done up so far. I had a few problems with it, but anyway, we'll get round to that at the end. I'm going to use the Nova system on it now, number 3 first, then 2, and then the cleaner. And we'll just see if we can get this finished with a nice shine. With doing all these fancy little beads, it made it very difficult for a CA finish actually. A lot more time consuming obviously, and then trying to get the fine scratches out has not been the easiest, because if I rub too hard it actually goes back through all the CA, because it's got some quite dramatic edges on it. So, and I mean, I think I did go back through the CA on the final finish, so we'll just have to see how it comes out. I think we can see 2 running lines there. That's where it went back through the CA. I don't think there'll be an awful lot I can do about that. Let's have a look here. We'll see if we can get it cleaned up though. I'm just going to go through all of these. And I may be able to put some sort of polish on that at the end. Other than that, I'm really pleased with the CA finish. It came out lovely. Right, let's get the spray on it. It's a shame that, because it otherwise came out really nice. Right, I think once that dries, those bits will come through. So I'm going to try putting something else on top of there. I'm going to try a bit of wax. No idea if this is going to work. This is just a bit of Hampshire Sheen Beeline wax. Right, give that a second. No idea if it's going to work. actually think that might have done a bit better. Still see them, but nowhere near as bad. Well, let's get this off and we'll have a look at it. Okay, that's it all done. And onto the bottle stopper. I haven't actually cleaned that bottom bit up. I've just come straight off and just attached it. I'll try and get in as close as I can so you can get to see it a little bit closer. Like I say, I'm still seeing a few scratches on it, and then it's got those marks where it went through the CA finish. Maybe me coating it, say another few coats of CA might have protected it from that, because it was just when I was using the micro mesh, the final stages, that actually happened. But that was the bare cast in what turned out to be yellow resin. I don't know how it ended up yellow from red, but it did. But you can actually see right into it. I'm not quite sure how much you can see on here. I'm going to go and try and get some pictures where I'm catching the light a bit better. But it certainly makes for an interesting piece. The wax didn't really cover it, and I'm not sure what else would. I could actually try putting a bit of clear nail varnish on it, or wiping a small piece of epoxy on it and then doing some buffing on it after, but I'm just going to leave it exactly as it is. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this project. I was just doing a little bit of casting, and as I said, I don't like waste, so this is certainly a way I can use it. I would maybe put a clear resin in the next time, and then I would be able to see into the voids in between the wood. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you like what you see, give me the thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me the thumbs down. Feel free to share anything. Check out Instagram and my Facebook page. I'll link them in below, and I'll also link in Etsy. And thanks very much for watching. See you again next time.